Hey guys, it is Milo Look Like here. As you may have seen in a recent video, we have been facing some struggles with switching gyms because we can't film in Planet Fitness anymore. I do have some stuff that I want to share with you. About 4 months ago, I started a challenge. By the end of summer, I was trying to gain 20 pounds of muscle. So in 2 months, trying to gain 20 pounds of muscle. I posted this entire, story and journey on my Instagram account, which you can see here. I thought I'd just share with you guys kind of, how I did it. And, maybe you guys can do the same thing, I have no insane genes or steroids pumping through me. So, this is gonna work for you. You might have to alter it depending on what situation you're in, but I'm gonna kind of give you a basic rundown. So, I was 16, and the way I did this was from a few things. I worked out every day, and I followed my same form that I'm showing you guys in my videos. And so it works. That form works. It's how I've built my physique from, this, where it was definitely pretty good because I'd been going to the gym for a while, but I'd never been super consistent. It was like 2 months on, 4 months off, 2 months on, 4 months off. But, then I went to where I am now, which is just kind of, to me, a huge difference just for the short amount of time, that it took. And so there's a few things that I did on top of my working out that a lot of bodybuilders do that, they don't really talk about. But I just brought a few things that I do every day that I think everybody should do. And even if you're not working out, it's just beneficial for your health. And especially if you're working out, it's extremely optimal. And so the first thing I wanted to talk about was creatine. So this creatine, I'm gonna have all these things linked in the description down below. So make sure you go check it out. This creatine, I got it from GNC, and it's just a basic creatine. It's a creatine monohydrate. So what creatine does, there's a few things. It's gonna make the water retention in your muscles higher. And so what that means is you're really gonna start seeing an increase in water volume in your muscles. So they're just gonna inflate with water, pretty much. That's what that means. And that kind of brings me on to the second nice thing about it is it's really good for your brain health. Actually, there's a lot of studies being shown on that. And so it's just good for your brain too. So even if you don't work out creatine, it's gonna really help you. Another thing is digestive enzymes. So these digestive enzymes I've been taking for a while for the, challenge that I did. And they're just gonna make it so everything you eat kind of is more effective. You're really going to be putting on more of that weight. It's going to be really using more of those nutrients that your body needs. So those are really helpful. That's kind of all I've got for those. Don't have a lid to this. Magnesium. Magnesium I take every night before I go to bed. I just find it helps me sleep. Sometimes I get really hard time sleeping. A lot of people have a hard time sleeping if they take pre-workout past, 2 p.m. even. So it's just going to help you get better sleep. It means more testosterone and also help you produce more testosterone. Next, OptiMen multivitamin. So these are just multivitamins that are going to load you up with your zinc, all of the good stuff just for kind of gut health, normal health. It's going to help you with fighting off. It's going to help your immune system. It's just going to make you, be at your highest performing. Side note, I don't know where my ashwagandha is. Well, actually it's downstairs, but I didn't want to go get it. But I also take ashwagandha. A lot of people are worried because it causes cancer. Eggs cause cancer more than Red Bull does. So, like I said, do your own research. I personally am willing to take the risk of ashwagandha because of the added benefits towards creatine. So it kind of boosts creatine a little bit more. So I think it's worth it. I think that you should just do what you feel safe. Next, advanced omegas. And these are fish oils. And what they're gonna do is help with your joint health, which is extremely important. Joints are the most important thing in bodybuilding. Okay, I don't care if you are a giant bodybuilder, you need to take extreme precautions towards your joints, because one wrong move, and you're down the drain a few months, maybe even a year, maybe even a lifetime of working out, because, you're not working, you're not looking at the joint health, and that's extremely important. So I emphasize, if I was to emphasize two things, I would emphasize creatine and fish oils. Those are the two. Now I'll kind of go into how much I take of each. Creatine, I take 5 grams a day. I take it towards night. Make sure you drink it with water, because it is really hard on your, kidney and liver if you don't. So just kind of make sure you're drinking enough water. I drink a lot of water a day. Advanced omegas. I take them once in the morning. Before I eat breakfast, I take 1 digestive enzyme, and I take 1 Optimen multivitamin. For lunch and dinner, I do the same thing. I have half an ashwagandha, which is 300 milligrams, and I take half, and then I take half at dinner. And then I have 1 of these for every meal, and then 1 digestive enzymes, because you really just, if you're trying to gain weight, enzymes are the way to go. When it comes to food, there's a few things I'd look at. First is Costco pizza. There is 4,600, something like that, calories in those. That is insane. In 1 pizza, it's $10. You're not getting more bang for your buck than that, It's got 250 grams of protein. The only issue is it's a lot of cheese and carbs. So don't prioritize it, Maybe get 1 every week and kind of break it up throughout the week, because it's an easy way to get a bunch of calories down, Second thing is I was doing the GOMAD challenge. GOMAD challenge, if you don't know what that is, it's a gallon of milk a day. Now, for $2, you are getting like a lot of calories and a lot of protein, and it just hydrates better than water. It's just honestly great for you. It's good for your bones, bone strength. So, milk's awesome. Milk's a great thing. I did the GOMAD challenge for the 2 months, and that's really what made me gain the 20 pounds of muscle, That's kind of towards the end. I wanted to shout out everybody who's been watching my videos. Thank you for showing me so much support. You guys have been giving me a lot of support. 77 subs is phenomenal, and I have to thank every single one of you for watching my videos and for subscribing, because it really does mean the world to me. And if I could, I would love to have this be my job, because I love helping people, and I love the gym, and I want to make other people love the gym as much as me. So that's kind of it for this video. If you learned something, comment down below what was the most helpful, and I'm always open to feedback. And if you have something you think's better, or something you think you didn't like, comment down below and let me know. I'm always open to new things, and I'm always happy to give you feedback and more detailed explanations. So that's gonna be it for this video. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you on the flip.